He's Marshall Faulk, the Hall of Famer, NFL Network star, and he joins us on the program. You following this Lance Armstrong stuff at all? Do you care?
I got caught watching it yesterday, and yeah.
But what do you want?
If you're into sports, it's kind of hard to not pay attention to it.
Does it matter what he says?
I mean, to some people, I'm gonna say to his diehard fans, to the people who maybe gave to him, they want to hear. And I mean, it's funny. Everything is justifiable, you know that, and it's obvious that. I think I heard somebody make a comment and said, in a sport that's dirty, everybody was dirty and he still won. So, it's crazy how it's being looked at, but it is what it is.
I saw the head of the Players Association, the NFL, was talking about testing for human growth hormones in the NFL, and he said if someone were going to tell me that they knew of a player in the NFL taking HGH and it's going undetected, then yes, he'd be concerned. So far, no one said that. I don't mean to tell D. Smith that his head's in the sand here, but I would say that HGH is probably being used by maybe 1 or 2 or 20 or 100 guys in the NFL. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't want to say that's the case and have it be or have it not be. But if you see a drug like that's being used just in the non-sports realm of people whom want and believe that it's going to provide them a better life. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you say it's in sports? And I'm not saying football. I'm saying sports. Period.
I don't know if we care about it in the NFL. And look, I'm going to be the first to admit if I played in football and that was there for me in that sport, and they're not testing for it, I'd certainly look long and hard and say, hey, why not? If it made me available to play, because do you realize that the better you are in the NFL, the more likelihood that you'll have a serious injury that will affect you the rest of your life, if it's concussions or knee surgery, the better you are, more likely you'll be affected by it the rest of your life.
This is true. And it's like, this is the best part. When people talk about, it used to be the sports, it was the SI jinx or the mad jinx. Well, that player is a very visible player who touches the football a lot. So the chances of that person getting hurt is greater than someone who's not on the cover or someone who doesn't get that attention. So I understand what you're saying. Definitely understand what you're saying. It's we'll see where it goes. I mean, we've been a sport that has been in the forefront of PEDs and let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if it's brought to the attention of the league and the Players Association, then they'll start testing for it, just like everything else.
He's Marshall Faulk from the NFL Network. They have a 6-hour edition, NFL Game Day morning. It airs at 9 a.m. Eastern on Sunday with the conference championship game preview. You have Daddy Longlegs with the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick. The difference
that's a good name.
the difference between him at that position and some of these other read option quarterbacks, whether it's Cam, RG3, Russell Wilson, what is the difference with Kaepernick that makes him a little bit different for this Falcon defense?
I don't know if there's a difference between him and, say, RG3. I see the both of them in a similar light, being that they are more efficient passers with the ball. They seem to have the aspect of playing quarterback from the pocket as something that they can rely on. So I don't really believe that the rest of the guys in the league can play the position from the pocket when asked to. When they run the part of the read option, you pull the ball back, and now it's, okay, let's throw it. How much of a threat are they? I've seen Kaepernick and I've seen RG3, be spot on with balls that you would see an Aaron Rodgers or a Peyton Manning make those type of throws. They wow you. That throw he made to Crabtree. I mean,
Yeah.
that throw that's a bang eight. And I watched Kurt Warner look at that throw, and his eyebrows went up like, wow, that was a great throw. Now, when you start wowing quarterbacks like Kurt Warner, you're doing something, and it's not just all off of what you can do with your leg, but it's what you do with your arm. And I believe those two guys have separated themselves from the rest of the spread option or read option quarterback.
You're right. Sometimes you look at a guy and what he does well, then he does something else, and you're surprised. If you look at RG3 in college, he could throw the football. He could throw the football downfield. He had a high completion percentage. But we look at him, and the analysts going, wow, he can throw from the pocket. Well, he's been able to. Colin Kaepernick was a guy who was drafted Major League Baseball. We know he has an arm. To be able to have, the ability to run, he's got that combo platter too. Russell Wilson, same way. I think we're surprised sometimes when we really shouldn't be, that these guys have been doing this for a while.
Well, let's Jim Harbaugh. Jim played the position. He understood some of the intangibles that goes with the position, but some of the things that you either wake up with them in the morning or you do not, and you can't learn. He can see those things in Kaepernick, which is, i.e., that arm. So, okay, we can maybe teach you the fundamentals of throwing the ball and being more accurate. But, okay, that arm and the velocity in which when the ball leaves his hand, the time it takes to get to the receiver, it's a short amount of time. You can't teach that. That's not something you can go in the gym and lift weights and develop.
But they're trying to do that with Tebow, and I said you can change a little bit, but you can't change a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I'm only discussing guys in the playoffs right now.
What?
I'm only discussing guys in the playoffs.
Okay,
right
it was just a reference point there. What? You're anti-Tebow?
Tebow free.
You're Tebow free. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, one final question for you. Sunday's game more important for Tom Brady or Joe Flacco?
Boy, I put the pressure on Tom. I look at what's going on with Baltimore, and they're on that ride. And if I was Tom, I'd be scared because he's seen this before with the Giants 2 times. This team is on that ride when things are going their way, and it creates a belief within the team that regardless of what Tom Brady or any team does, you can't break their belief in team. And that's hard to beat. And Tom Brady and them, they usually put people away early because they come out and they jump on you with their fast break offense, and they might get a couple of turnovers early because Belichick will scheme the mess out of you. But then there's that lull in the game where you have a chance to come back. And that's when teams can be scary, and teams like the Ravens who have that belief. I'm gonna say Tom Brady losing 2 Super Bowls.
Yep, I agree.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's about to be even if you get this deep and you say, okay, lost 2 Super Bowls, now you throw in the AFC Championship. Boy, that is that comparable to winning 3? People start to question that. I know we're going to dive into it Sunday morning. Good
stuff, Marshall. Always good to talk to you. Tell the guys I said hello.
Will do. Take care, Dan.
All right, Marshall Faulk, NFL Network analyst. Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, NFL Game Day Final. They'll recap the games and they'll preview the Super Bowl as well.